this afternoon.
An Evening at the Movies is a proud member of the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network. Other shows in the network include Mass Debaters, The Sip List, Crushgasm, Love is Black, Men Are the Prize, Crime Rewind, and Literature Reapers. You can find out all about our shows and more at idnmtrpodcastnetwork.com. Happy listening. You are now entering the world of a movie review. A world full of drama, joy, ridicule, movie spoilers, unpopular opinions, and adult humor for as far as the eye can see. Welcome to An Evening at the Movies.
Welcome to An Evening at the Movies. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to your favorite movie review podcast. This is An Evening at the Movies. Well, and the reconvening of the Horror Squad. I am your overly excited host, Casey B. This is the podcast where we eat the stale popcorns, we drink the watered down sodas, and we discuss all of our favorite movies and why we love them. And as always, like I said a second ago, we are joined by the rest of the Horror Squad. Say hello, Horror Squad.
Hello, Horror Squad.
Hi.
Hi.
This episode of An Evening at the Movies is brought to you by the Horror Squad. Casey, Amanda, and Casey. We know what's up.
Yes. And we're all here to discuss the same movie this episode.
Because I just finished Lawnmower Man and I have so many thoughts.
Oh, you actually made it all the way through?
Oh, well. On that note,
joke. Trying to throw Lawnmower Man in there.
Well, I mean, at the same time, Amanda did have homework for this episode because there was a wee bit of miscommunication last time. So, Amanda, at some point in this episode, would just break off her freaking review of The Lawnmower Man.
I have thoughts.
And Chancey and I will give you our thoughts later in the episode of the movie that she watched last time that I have not yet introduced because we haven't decided or we haven't really revealed that yet. But
why is it not buzzworthy enough to talk about yet?
I was going to say, we could just start it out.
Is it buzzing in your ear? Waiting to say it?
Oh, now I get it. Now I'm with you. This ain't TCM, all right? The buzz ain't back. The buzz is back.
I kind of sort of, mentioned last night in the group that, last night for us as we record it, but, obviously not last night when you guys hear this because it's, June 19th now?
My God. Sorry.
We are just in majority rules fashion discussing the 1992 uber creepy, buzzworthy, heavy on the buzz, classic Candyman.
Thank you, Ross. You know what I mean. Oh. Casey gets it. Takes him what? I don't know, like a minute to get out of a sentence.
Yeah.
I love you. Okay.
Whatever.
The Candyman can. Okay.
Not to be mistaken with Dean Coral.
Who's Dean Coral?
The Candyman.
Oh. Like the guy from Houston that killed all the kids? Is that who that is? Okay. Anyway, I guess we're gonna talk about it. All right.
No, I was just saying. Yeah. That's what they called him, was the Candyman.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know his name, but I knew about that. Ow! Sorry.
You can't put that one on me, all right? That shit ain't on me.
No, it's well, actually, funny story. It is on the both of you because what has happened is that my ankle has been fucked up so long that the way I've been walking and accommodating it has now fucked up my knee. So that noise I just made was because I bent my knee and stretched it out. So it is on you. Thanks for asking. Y'all are 2 for 2.
Everything that ever goes wrong with her body for the rest of her life is going to be blamed on us, Chance.
I'll just say for this year. I think for the year 2023, it's on you. Wow, I almost forgot what year we're in. Okay.
This year 2023. Okay. Pretty
Wait.
sure this year is 2024.
Oh yeah, it is 2024. Oh my god. I'm so high.
I thought you said that they didn't work very well on you.
They just
You
did.
lied.
I told you the wine just like made it kick in. Oh my god. Okay, the year 2024 is on you guys, and unless you don't jinx me again, then you're off the hook in 2025. Oh fuck.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we probably will. But so, would you like to just rip the Band-Aid off and just get Lawnmower Man done with for everybody, so we can move on to a lot greater of a movie?
That movie was a terrible waste of about 45 minutes of my time, and I haven't even finished it, and I don't recommend it. It's boring. Maybe it could have been cooler if it was updated, like Chancey said, but I honestly, it did not pique my interest at all. Like,
It's really it's a slow burner because like stuff really starts happening there at the end of the movie. I don't know what was the last thing you saw, so I can kind of give you the reference point. Because
uh,
did he fucking bang it out with his neighbor yet?
no.
So that he
So,
didn't. Oh yeah, so you missed out on him like turning her into a vegetable and
oh no,
fucking like a whole bunch. Oh yeah, no, yeah. So you basically just couldn't get through the door to get to the cool part. It's like giving up on a fucking roller coaster when it's going.
no, because it wasn't even like for example, Halloween, slow fucking burn. There's like no violence until the last third of the movie, but it builds you up enough suspense wise that you want to see what's going to happen. This movie did not do that. None of it
Oh,
was
I know,
interesting to me.
I know, I know. It's
So
one of those things where
I get what you're
they drug
saying.
it out. They drug it out so long they had to hurry up and make some shit happen, and then they overcompensated. Like
So
for real.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
pretty
there's
much.
like I feel the same way about that fucking that movie that you had us watch. The
Oh
Rubber.
yeah.
fucking no, I haven't watched
Late
it.
night with the devil.
That one. Yeah, it's like they drug it out so long they had to make something happen,
Yeah,
and they're like, oh fuck, we got to do something, and then they just
and
fucking did a
made
whole
no
bunch,
fucking
and
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I still haven't watched that movie yet.
I don't know who these people are that I keep seeing. It's like the scariest movie of the year. No, it could have been. It it definitely piqued my interest. I was
Just,
excited. They had good opportunity there, and they shit the bed.
it's.
So
I'm telling you, it's the same people that wrote the whole concept of the epic battle between Michael and Laurie finally comes to a head. No, it didn't.
yeah, it wasn't that great. So anyway, Candyman.
So, well, no, because you haven't said out of 5.
Oh, uh, I'll give it a 1 for effort.
Oh,
So
well, that's
1 out of 5.
honestly better than I thought you were. I thought you were going to say -5 out of 5.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
So, um, we are, like I said, here to discuss a lot better, exponentially better movie. I think all of my horror squad cohorts will agree with me.
Yes. Hey, we're both wearing Halloween shirts. Chancey, are you wearing a Halloween shirt? Oh, bummer.
No,
Because I knew
I'm
you have
wearing a fucking
Michael.
dog
one.
fashion
Oh,
disco
nice.
pogo the clown shirt.
So, um, Candyman released on October 16th, 1992. It was directed by Bernard Rose, based on The Forbidden by Clive Barker. I had to throw that in just because
Oh,
throwback to
Clive.
throwback to last October when we discussed Hellraiser, because that's Amanda's
Yeah.
favoriteest movie and book. Had was released by TriStar Pictures. Had a budget of $8 to $9 million with a box office of $25.8 million,
Nice.
and a well, I mean, obviously my cohorts in crime get the chance to try and Rotten Tomato this shit and guess
Mhm.
what the score is. So
I'm going to say 53%.
That's awfully specific.
Well, any number between 1 and 100 is specific.
No, I'm saying like awfully specific. Like instead of being like 80, 85, 65,
Yeah, I know,
you
but
went you may as
no,
well went like 98.6.
I want to get as close as I can.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair.
well, I mean, she does have a streak record that she's trying to
Yeah, I have a reputation
protect.
to uphold. Chancy.
Fair enough. I'm sorry.
Chance of Grife, would you like to take a guess?
I mean, if I remember correctly, this got pretty good praise. Like it, but then again, we're going off
I don't
Rotten
remember.
Tomatoes, so they've had fucking 20 years now to fucking review this thing.
You also got to think about all the people that watched it that hadn't seen it because they wanted to watch the new one and are younger and will probably shit on it.
Right.
So I took that into effect too.
Okay, so you're gonna go low end. Let me go high end. I'll go 80. And I'm not gonna get specific because I don't fucking I'm already don't know, so I don't want to be like I get the feeling that it's in the range of
So I can officially tell you that somebody's streak has come to an end.
Aw.
The Rotten Tomato meter score is 79%.
Nice.
That's perfect. Ding! Like what?
Almost
And
right on the money. If you had been more specific, you might have been right.
No,
exactly.
I would have been off.
And we have a Ghostbusters effect again for the second episode in a row,
Mm.
because the audience has given the movie a lower score of 63%.
Huh. Which makes sense to what you were saying about the review bomb.
Yeah. Well, Casey and I had a whole conversation about this on the Ghostbusters episode. Was that Ghostbusters when we talked about that? About Rotten Tomatoes, or was that with you guys? No, I can't remember.
I
I
But
think it
don't.
was Ghostbusters.
basically, I mean, we know fuck Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. But if a movie was out before Rotten Tomatoes was invented, I'm not going to give the reviews much clout because it's probably a lot of, Gen Xers or Gen Zers, I mean, and millennials watching movies that they couldn't watch as kids, or,
Yeah.
all these younger people that are going to be on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, they can't watch a movie now and appreciate it like you could in 1985. So I don't expect those reviews to be accurate to what the reviews would have been at the time. So I think about that when I'm guessing these numbers.
Amanda is very specific when it comes to her guesses for Rotten Tomato scores.
Yeah.
She analyzes the votes with the electoral college and all of that, and then does the math, and it all scissors together into one
That's why I
specific
hold
guess
the
for her.
record. So boo on me.
Divided by the square root of pi.
Exactly.
Lickety split.
Somebody's closer.
um
Uh,
such a good movie.
So should I start it on my fucking 2 pages of one-liners?
Yeah, let me go through the notes the numbers I wrote
Oh
down real
yeah,
quick. Um,
yeah.
won't infringe
Yes.
on you.
So
So,
really quick before
right.
we do, hold on before you start, co-host. I want to say we it was suggested that we come up with a new segment for the Horror Squad episodes, and
Yes.
I kind of sort of like the idea of bloody body bingo. So that's what we're going to call this segment of the show. And Amanda has all the information and all the numbers for you. So, Amanda, the floor is yours, co host.
Okay, well, we basically, I kind of took this from the idea of the drive-in counts that Joe Bob Briggs does on Last Drive-In. I think they're really funny, and they're kind of different for each movie, except for a few things, and that's kind of what I would like to do. So, three categories that I think will always be there is boob count, kill count, and jump scare count. And then just watching the movie, we can pick other things that we think are funny or whatever. So, for Candyman, we have five boobs, and that's because I counted the girl at the end with her see-through shirt. You could see her nipples, you could see everything. It counts.
I think if you can see the
Those things,
nipples, it counts. That's
Yeah,
fair. That's a fair.
those things
I'll,
were
yeah.
yeah.
sticking out like a fucking Triple H's nose.
Well, I don't mean just like the outline of a nipple. I mean you could actually see like her areolas and everything. So to me, yeah, that counts. Um,
Yeah.
so five boobs, um, seven kills, eight if you count Candyman dying, which I guess counts, but depends on how you want to do it. Um, seven jump scares, 200,000 real bees. And they used baby bees, which Chancey may be talking about later, so that they don't sting as bad. Um, the the bees were bred especially for the movie, and hopefully none of them were harmed in the making of this movie. But yes, 200,000 real bees. Oh man. Um, Candyman was summoned three different times in the movie. Um, 15 shots of that bloody hook. That's how many times we get to look at it. And eight shots of people gratuitously smoking like their life depended on it. So there you go.
Now, I think you said it did, but you also counted that bloody side boobs, right?
I did. Yeah. When
I mean,
she's
you
in the
got to.
jail. Yeah, yeah.
That may as well be a full-on tit shot. I
She has
mean,
good boobs.
Well, I mean, you see
she
nipples.
does.
Yeah.
Well, that was. I thought that was later on in the tub.
No,
Well, well, that's why it's an
Chelsea,
odd number because I only counted one.
I literally just
Ah,
watched it.
touche, touche.
I just watched it and I don't remember nipple in the jail, but who knows?
I didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't remember the
It's
nipple in the jail either.
very, very brief.
Oh.
Ah,
All right.
So,
Chancy.
are you ready to introduce us to the movie and the concept, Mr. Greif?
wait, like the actual intro or my one-liners?
We'll do the intro of the
Well,
movie so people know what it's about.
don't you have
Oh,
an
like
intro for us?
Do I just need
Normally,
I was like, do I need to
he's
do
all
my
like flipping
thing?
back. He's all like flipping back and forth through his little freaking notebook. Like, I don't know. Do I have an intro?
I
Here.
do.
Oh, you do. Okay. I was like, I can okay.
Do I need to mute our microphones?
Go ahead. Because if either one of you laugh and fucks it up, I'm gonna have to do it again.
And the
Today, on an evening at the movies, the Horror Squad dissects an exquisite masterpiece by the legendary storyteller and horror icon, Clive Barker. Imagine yourself being pulled into a place where urban legend bleeds into reality, unsure of your own sanity as the world you've created goes up into flames all around you, and the sounds of your silent screams descend upon you like a weighted blanket. What started as research for a thesis paper has now turned into nothing short of a living nightmare. A nightmare summoned from the abyss by calling out its name. Say it once. Say it twice. Less than half will say it thrice. If it's said twice more, you better run while you can, 'cause now you shall meet the Candyman. Oh shit, I need my notes. I got over dramatic about it.
Well, at the same, you sounded very Caucasian Tony Todd esque.
Okay, so is it me or is nobody else fucking buying the fact that Sam Raimi's brother looks nothing like a biker?
Which one? Which one is he?
He's the one that fucking couldn't say. He's like, I'm the scary biker guy with the babysitter when they're telling the story.
Oh yeah.
That's his
Oh,
name.
no.
Yeah, his name's Ted. It's Sam Raimi's brother. He's in like all of Sam Raimi's movies, like Darkman and fucking like in he does shit in like Evil Dead. But yeah, I'm just saying. Like I was
Those
sitting
poor
there,
kids need to see.
I was watching that shit, and I was like, nah, nah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So
You got some one-liners for us?
oh, I got 2 pages of one-liners. Honestly, I was thinking, like I was saying earlier, like halfway through this, I'm thinking to myself, these are much better suited for like watch parties, because like
Yeah, because
one
you
of
had to know
them
when to drop them in conversation.
exactly, because like one of them for me is Tony Todd fucks real hard in that fur coat though.
Yes, he does. Okay, so Chansey, I do that too. Actually, I know what you're talking about.
Right?
Yeah, he looked good in that outfit. He was he he was getting sexual with that hook on his hand, and I was like, I don't like where this is going.
Dude.
Okay.
So
I was just say this coming from the woman who had an issue with Linda Blair in The Exorcist.
Oh, that's still worse to me. But
Well, I know.
uh fucking you got the great Vanessa Williams. I was quite surprised by that. I forgot because, like, I'd watched it before she had done all of the other stuff that she went on to do before she, like, really kind of became
who was
a
Vanessa Williams?
uh,
What?
Anthony's mom,
That
the
is
baby's
not
mom.
Vanessa Williams.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I'm.
Wow, did not know that was her. Okay.
I saw the name in the fucking credits and I was like, yo. I was like, okay, I forgot.
And you're sure it's the
Hi.
same Vanessa Williams?
It don't have to be to me. She's.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
they put her in the new one too. I'm almost certain it is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Wow.
plays his mom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she reprised the role.
I haven't seen
I could be wrong, but I was
I'll take your
although
word for it.
I do got to say though, like the movie for me, kind of in hindsight, having watched it again, kind of feels like a backhanded compliment. it it really does. Like it's like it's trying to do something really nice, but just kind of doesn't at the same time. Because there's too many tropes in that fucking thing that are not okay. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot.
ah, okay, good. I thought it was just me. I was like, maybe nobody saw it. I don't know. Shut the fuck up. Oh shit, she fucked off. Should I wait? I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening.
It's all right.
If ever,
So,
just keep going.
okay. So, well, like one of the tropes that I want to talk about is that fucking stupid ass. Like, I hear something in the woods, so like I was like something scary. Let me go fucking check it out. No, no, no! I ain't climbing into that fucking apartment.
Right?
No, not. I am not climbing through a hole in a medicine cabinet. That's the
Nope.
wrong kind of Kool-Aid, man. All right, get the fuck out of here. And then I thought to myself,
Can't hear you,
what if
Casey.
the
How much research have these two fucking done about all these fucking urban legends and all that crap? And then
But they don't believe it.
That's true, they don't.
still not the fucking point though.
No, but it is. They're not scared of anything because they don't believe it.
That's valid. They don't
Other
have
than
any
it,
reverence.
other than it being a mild inconvenience to crawl through a wall out of a medicine cabinet, I mean,
Yeah,
they
no
don't believe
shit.
it. So
And then, like when she went into
Whatever.
that room, I got to thinking, what if this movie was literally just her tripping on black mold?
Leave it to fucking Chancy Grife.
Well, like I'm just
I mean, it
saying,
makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
but I
because
mean, she might have invented the whole thing. That's one of my theories is that it was her all along. When it says it was
you
always
never,
Helen, I think it
Well,
really
I
was
mean,
always Helen. She made all this shit up in her
yeah,
mind and she's crazy.
I like that. See, it works.
Yeah. So
And
many layers.
so I remember it bothered me a whole lot as a kid because I watched this as a child. It came out when I
Yeah.
was fucking. It was like it came out when I was like 7.
yeah, if you were born in '85.
Yeah, but
Yep.
we grew up with Bloody Mary, so Candyman was just an extension of that.
I know, but then that scene where that kid fucking gets disfigured in that fucking bathroom,
Yeah.
that wrecked me. I was scared of every truck stop bathroom for so long after that, dude. I was like, no, no.
Yeah. The Vanishing and the Hitcher did that for me.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah,
valid.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I had like a whole like 5 year period of my life where, yeah,
Mm-mm.
if I had to use a truck stop bathroom, it was like in and out as fast as I could. Like you could have set world speed records by the amount of time I was in the fucking bathroom. Didn't matter if I was number one or number two. It was
All
world speed
right,
record.
all right, all right.
Speaking of number 2, fucking how about that piece of shit fuck Trevor, dude? Like you could tell that guy
I
was up
hate
to
that
something
fucking guy.
right out the gate, dude. Right out the gate.
Oh, you knew he was fucking that
Fucking
girl. I mean,
oh,
there
for
was
sure.
no, yeah. And
Looks like a
also,
cat.
I don't care how good her vajayjay is. Who lets somebody paint their entire apartment pink? Like, gross.
I'm going to say this now, and I apologize if it's a bit off color, but I was literally just telling my friend this a little bit ago on when I was asked for a piece of advice. Pussy will make us forget about a lot of shit.
Yep.
I'm
I
not
didn't
I
have to
know
even
playing.
that.
think about that one.
We wouldn't use it if it didn't work.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
aware.
First of all, if it doesn't work, then rejuvenation.
I don't even. So fucking if it, you know what, it wouldn't matter. It could be on life support. Fucking, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Rejuvenation. Fucking come back like Lazarus. Like fucking, you know what? I'll buy it as is. It's fine. It's like a lemon. You're stuck
Get
with
behind me, Satan.
it.
Are we talking about your dicks or are we talking about vaginas? Because I'm starting to get really offended by this conversation. My vagina
I
works
mean,
just fine, thank you.
well, no one's talking about you, like
Well,
specifically.
that's true, but
That
you never know.
would be
People
weird if we were
listening don't
talking
need to
about
be
yours.
vagina shaming.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not. I'm literally just saying that we're such a depraved species. We will fucking take anything as it comes. Like, we're
Literally.
not picky. We're not picky.
Yeah, we know. We know.
So
And it doesn't
Tony
even matter if
Todd's,
we're married. It doesn't even matter if we're married to the vajayjay. If somebody else's vajayjay comes, we'll take that too.
well,
I'm sorry, what? It better fucking matter if you're married, but it
that
clearly
well
doesn't to
Obviously,
that
Trevor.
doesn't to Trevor.
it did
No,
not matter one bit to Trevor, or it
no.
did not matter one bit to Trevor. No,
It's fair.
I mean, he literally moved her in as soon as he
he,
freaking got his
as
wife
soon as
committed
that bitch
and
was asleep
drugged
on
her.
Thorazine, yeah, as soon as she was asleep on Thorazine, he's like, yeah, go ahead and call the mover. But for real though, Tony. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I was like, I've been kind of hoping for this moment because like Tony Todd's reveal so fucking good. It's almost as good as the reveal in Hellraiser. Like it's on like, and it's from the same guy, so it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But like, I thought it was like the only thing that really kind of took me away from it and made me laugh hysterically was the fact that like he's all like, Helen.
She's like, yes.
Yeah, right. And then
Like she's not alarmed at all that somebody's singing her name in a parking garage.
yeah, right. And then it gets worse. It gets fucking worse, right? So like then he's like, talking about be my victim, and she's like,
Yeah.
no, she's like, no, I can't. I have to be places. And then he says it again, and then she basically is just like, okay, daddy, and fucking like what the fuck, man. Like that really like I mean if I like it took me right out and put me into the laugh spot. Like I was like, all right, I got jokes. Here we go. Because it was so good. But then again, it really kind of becomes a pattern throughout the rest of the movie, though. Like for real.
Yeah.
Because,
And there's still like
well,
an hour
like,
left in the movie at that point.
I know, right? Like when she wakes up in the apartment and everything and covered in blood, why the fuck she got her coat on her like she was just taking a nap and got cold and needed a blanket? I know they did it for the reveal for the blood, but like,
Yeah,
come
I know. That was
on.
weird.
Come on. That's so lame. And
Yeah.
then who just I'm sorry, I've seen far too many of these fucking movies, but like you whodunits and suspense fucking things, like crime movies and shit. I wake up and there's a fucking knife anywhere. I ain't touching it unless there's like a Michael Myers standing in front of me and I know I'm fucking
Exactly.
dead. Cause like hypothetically speaking, she like actually didn't fucking kill that dog, and there's no way to prove it because she's got this fucking blade, and the cops show up, and now your
Meat
fingerprints
cleavers
are on
in
it,
her head.
right? Shit, man. I never, not once. I would just die. Like I would be okay with just dying before like getting caught up in some bullshit. Oh, also the fact, like how like here's how you're in a fucking make believe fairy tale movie land. They're talking to her and fucking they arrest her for fucking murder and shit. And they're like, before we go any further, would you like an attorney?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
And they
They're
let her out of
never
jail.
gonna they're never gonna ask her if she wants a fucking attorney.
Right.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, you want to keep talking with us, or what's up?" Fucking, they're not gonna say shit. And yeah, then they let her out on
Yeah,
bail. But then again, they didn't have any information because they were gonna charge her with first degree murder when they found the kid's
Yeah.
body. But then, I think it was Bernadette was her name, shows up, and
Ugh.
fucking, why the fuck did Bernadette go inside? If up, bye.
evidently you pissed her off.
Bye, Bernadette.
No, I mean this movie does not fucking hold back on the whole like horror movie trope thing
Oh, for
about
sure.
freaking
Strange
dumbass
noise. Let me
fucking
go. Yep.
yeah, strange noise. Let me go through this hole in the wall behind my medicine cabinet ooh, strange noise. Let me go into my friend's apartment while, whatever, when I should be running away freaking at top speed.
Wait, you're saying if you heard your best friend or somebody you loved behind a door moaning or screaming or whatever, you would just leave?
Well, first
After
of
they,
all,
after, go ahead, Casey.
if, I was going to say, if my best friend is behind a door moaning, I'm not
You
going
know,
in that room.
So
That is mildly inappropriate.
my piggyback on that is if my friend and I know, and, if this person that I know, for all to everyone's knowledge, has had some type of a psychotic break,
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
and they're fucking making some funny noises behind a door. Amanda, I could have known you since we were 5. You can go fuck yourself across the apartment. I don't give a fuck. I will wait patiently outside the door for any other sounds of fucking concern while I call the authorities. And then we're all gonna go in and find out what's up. Cause then, like, how long was Bernadette laying there?
Right.
Because when she comes out from where they got her cuffed up and whatnot, she comes out and Bernadette's bluer than Blue Bunny.
She
Which,
was
if you don't,
fucking
yeah,
blue.
woo, looked like the
That is
girl that ate the. She looked like the girl that ate the blueberry gum on Willy Wonka.
true. Exactly.
Violet Beauregard.
Right, her. Oh, also, when they fucking have her in them zip ties, did anybody else see those zip ties?
That looks like
You
zip
could have
ties to me.
You could have drove a fucking truck through those zip ties. They weren't
Oh.
fucking. They wasn't shit handcuffed.
Yeah. No, I. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
she
They
since
would
you
had
have
had to
one.
let
just. Voila.
since you had to let bees crawl on her, I'm guessing they took it easy on the zip ties.
I wouldn't. Just.
Well, I mean, she had to fucking make out with Tony Todd, who had a mouthful of bees too. I mean,
I
Uh,
cannot. That is commitment. You could never put a bunch of bees. I don't care that they're babies, that they don't. Their sting doesn't hurt as much. You could not pay me to even put one bee inside my mouth. No.
I don't know.
well,
$1,000 a sting. I would have been
Okay,
fucking.
a sting.
I would have
I'm
been
okay
pissing them
with.
off. I would have been pissing them off just so they'd sting me, so I could rack up that bill.
Getting stung,
cha-ching,
I mean,
cha-ching,
I'm allergic,
cha-ching,
so it
cha-ching.
wouldn't be great, but I wouldn't necessarily die. But in my mouth, no, I'm not putting bees in my mouth. That's too much.
Oh, I would need some, like, there would need to be people on hand, like off to the side with an EpiPen, already
Yeah,
uncapped, ready to go. So that way when they say cut, they can be like, psst.
exactly.
Yeah.
But like, so okay, since we're talking about the fucking psych ward, I'm gonna double back to my previous point about the weirdness with the reveal and everything. Because when he kills the therapist, is it? I mean, come on, come
I
on.
think he definitely went up through the butthole and then up through the guts. I think
I
maybe through the
mean,
dick. I don't know. It was
I don't.
gross.
Either way, Candyman was there for it. All right.
Right.
And then when she fucking at the very end, also far too much fun. She's having far too much fun. Well, I won't spoil it till we get there, but like it all ties together. Like it's like why? Like if you're supposed to be dead and not feel anything because he's talking about how much it's going to hurt ahead of time, and
Right.
then everything after is great.
Yeah.
Then why why y'all coming? Why is everybody having so much fun? That's fucked up. It took away from it because it's like that's disturbing. Like
Yeah.
that's weird.
But she was in a trance. He had her spellbound or whatever it is,
Well, yeah, I get that, but like
brainwashed.
Candyman was breathing heavy. All right, like he's fucking killing the therapist. He's like, I'm like, yo, Candyman. This ain't that kind of film, man. I think I downloaded the wrong movie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man.
Tony Todd is the perfect freaking person to freaking take on that role.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There's no way they could have got anybody. On actually, okay.
It was.
If we're gonna
Oh,
if we're gonna
you
go
know who
voice
it
for
was supposed to
voice,
be? Okay,
who was it?
Eddie Murphy.
Hell
No,
no,
no.
What?
no. That would have
Eddie
been
Murphy was
awful.
supposed to be the original. Oh hell no!
That would
I
have been
don't know that it went
awful.
that far, but it definitely was who they were considering for it first.
That would have been awful.
Yeah, it would have
Like
been terrible.
it was always you, Helen.
It's too short and definitely not
Right?
scary. Tony Todd was not
Also,
Not at
scary.
all.
he really fucking is. Like, he's very imposing, and then that voice,
Mhm.
that voice.
And the
Now,
eyes. His eyes are like penetrating.
That's part of the whole mystique of Tony Todd.
Exactly.
I think the entire idea behind the character is penetration.
Yeah, of course.
Hook,
It's always
hooking
about
out,
the penetration.
el hooke. So
Ooh.
like, while they're like, since we're talking about the therapist, before the happy ending, um,
Tony Todd's
fucking
happy ending.
shit. Uh, my thought was, because like I'm in therapy, all of our stuff's recorded, even when it was in office. So like,
Yeah.
wouldn't there be a tape? And if he didn't undo her straps until after he was finished, um, wouldn't what the fuck are
That's
we
what she
watching?
said.
Is it like bah? Isn't it like so? Like if we were watching the video, would it just be like invisible Tony Todd, and then like it's just the chest burster scene from Aliens, and fucking no fucking thing?
I've never had a therapist tell me our sessions were being videotaped.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's for note taking purposes as well. I mean,
Well, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's either never happened to me or they just didn't tell me.
Well, I think legally they have to tell
I
you.
think so too.
yeah, you gotta consent.
You gotta get a girl's permission before you videotape her. Rookie mistake.
Rookie move, bro.
Barney flashback.
That was
Fucking
brilliant.
I think
also,
Barney did it in one episode too.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Also,
But yeah, also
where would they get first degree murder on Bernadette?
what do you
Where
mean?
it, first degree murder is fucking usually reserved for
I
premeditation.
guess I guess that's true. It looks more like a heat of the moment kind of kill.
That and hello, they dosed her out on Thorazine for an entire month,
Yeah.
dude.
But in their opinion, she had killed before, so it probably was planned.
Well, they hadn't found the body for the baby yet, so they couldn't prove
Fair.
that. So they're like, we're assuming this bitch killed people, so we're gonna just be like,
Exactly.
she's awake.
Get her back to sleep now.
And then after, oh, dude, right. And then I totally forgot about that. After the therapist dies, she jumps in that other person's room onto the intern, and that poor little patient has to be wondering whether or not it's actually in their head as they watch this person jump through the fucking, like Jane Bond through the fucking window. I don't see nothing. I don't know what's happening. No, because that's my first thought if I'm in the fucking insane asylum,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
for
something
sure.
happens. I was like, I didn't see that. I'm not asking anybody else if they saw
Yeah.
it because I don't.
Just close my eyes and
No
for it to be over. Oh my god. Yeah, it's too
facts.
much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean this movie's good. It's really scary, and love urban legend type movies and stories. I think they're fun.
Oh,
Urban legend, urban legends and shit like that always I find incredibly fucking creepy. I don't even care if it's a falsified urban legend, like you know, or
Aren't you glad you didn't
folklore.
turn on the light?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you couldn't have paid me to say Bloody Mary 5 times into a mirror. No way.
nope.
I was the first one in line. I was
Of
dumb.
course.
I was just like, yeah, let's try it out. What's the worst that could happen? Apparently, a lot.
Die.
Yeah.
Hey, you
You
know
be
what? It wouldn't have
covered
been
in
my
bees.
problem anymore. Yeah. Speaking of covered in bees, thank you for the segue. You'll notice that when they start kind of doing the thing and they do the makeout thing, she kind of makes this movement and then fucking does this action. Did she get stung trying to give him a hand, Joe?
No. She had bees all over her hand. You're sick. You're so
she
depraved.
you watch it again, and then watch that specific scene and tell me that the hand gestures don't match up to some shit. Because she moves just a little bit. I didn't say she actually started performing the Fifth Symphony, all right? I'm just saying she tuned up and rosined up the bow for the old hand show, all right? You get a line, I'll get a hole, honey. Fucking, she then starts like, yeah, she's got the bees on her arm, and then they
She's
transfer
making
out.
her hand
But
because of the bees.
the optics are not they're misleading,
Yeah, they are not.
especially if you're immature, like I've never grown out of being. Especially as a child, you're like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? You'll go blind. That's You know what? That's why. Because when I get stung by a bee, I go blind. My eyes fall shut. What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
Fuck.
huh. There you go. There you go.
Uh huh.
But then like, so we know how we were talking about Trevor's a piece of shit, and then
Yeah.
the student that he was cheating with, he's moves her in like as soon as she fell asleep on the Thorazine and all that. How
Boogie
about,
McGee.
yeah, right? You cannot. So like at the very least, she could have tried to play dumb until
Yeah.
she immediately started fucking crying when she turns around and sees the crazy lady standing behind her in a fucking nurse's outfit. It's just like, oh my god. It's
And
like,
she's like, Daddy, help me. So she just looks like a small child, like getting
yeah,
him to
right.
comfort her.
See? See?
Yeah.
You see what I see.
I don't think I could have left without hurting one or both of them.
So, oh,
Well, I mean,
right.
they both get it in the end anyway. Spoiler alert.
Well,
So,
does the little girl though? You don't know. Yes, we
so
call her a little
my,
girl.
my, you know, my deviant mind, as Amanda has put it,
Hmm.
uh,
I said depraved.
Either way,
it's adjacent. It's
Fine.
tomato,
adjacent.
tomato, tomato.
So, Candyman says a line that kind of makes me wonder if he was trying to like actually recruit like he was talking about initially, or if he was just trying to fuck. Because like literally at some point he's just like, all you have left is my desire for you.
Hmm.
Like
He's so
what do you
romantical.
mean? It's so romantic. I can fix him.
No, really, I can.
I gotta
Uh,
say,
Leave
the
it to
one
chance
thing
to
that
drive.
and also that, like I said, I wish we were doing a watch through so I could have piped this out at the moment I saw it. Because honestly, when she comes up on him and he's asleep, I was like, why in the actual fuck is this dead motherfucker literally sleeping on the job?
uh,
I mean, he's literally leaving himself prone to whatever.
He's dead.
yeah.
I'm just so tired.
Sorry,
Oh
bud.
God. Ah, they're not scared of me anymore. I gotta take a nap.
Yeah.
I mean, even in Freddy versus Jason, the kids aren't tired of me or scared of me anymore. He's not going to lay down and take a nap.
Let's
See?
keep
He's
killing
doing
these
shit
fuckers.
trying to come up. He's trying to come up with ways to encourage them to be scared of him again.
Let me bang you against the tree in your sleeping bag. That'll make you fucking afraid of me, won't it?
Wake up!
Or fold you backwards in half in a fucking folding bed.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those are all awesome, though. All
Yeah.
awesome. Those are all awesome.
About the only awesome of that fucking movie.
I mean, for
Right.
real though, like
We'll
even
get
if
to
we're
that at
talking
some
about
point.
yeah, I was gonna say even if we're talking about the Friday series, like the kills are really what it's all about
Yeah. It's
for
all
me,
emotion.
anyway.
You're not sitting there through those movies just because, ooh, it's an Oscar-winning fucking plot line.
That is correct.
Jason takes
People,
Manhattan.
hey, someday when we get, you know what? Okay, we should all three pick a movie because I've got mine. You know, Casey, you stick with Jason Takes Manhattan. I've got mine. Amanda, you should pick a movie that you don't like either, and then we'll do like a 3-way hate review on them. He can
That
talk
would
shit
be
about
good.
He can talk shit about Manhattan. I'll talk shit, I'll defend it. I'll bring up Nightmare 2, and then he'll talk
Oh
about it because we all know his affinity for that
No,
movie.
yeah.
even I can't defend that movie.
I could pick
Well, you
Halloween
got.
6.
Oh God, I'd have to defend that one too.
You
Why do you
like
guys hate the
that
things I?
one,
Why
don't
do you
you?
guys hate you hate the things I love?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I technically need to watch the producer's cut of that movie
Facts.
Yeah.
because supposedly it totally changes the dynamic of the movie.
It
It
really does.
connects some dots, but I didn't think it was that groundbreaking.
It's not so much groundbreaking for me as much as it is like it makes things make more sense. The only thing I really wish they could have done when they recreated the producer's cut was to reinstitute the fucking soundtrack because that soundtrack fucking slaps. I was so excited when they first opened the theatrical version of that thing and they start playing the Halloween theme on a fucking guitar. I was like, yo, just that one, like, oh god, yes, like fucking the stalking theme on fucking guitar, dun 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 dun. You like, oh god, it's so bad. We're off track. I'm sorry. We're not talking about Halloween right now.
Chance is
But
getting a half chub.
speaking of things that suck, why the fuck did Pinhead or fucking Candyman die from a burning piece of wood? Oh God,
Yeah,
a
that
burning
made no sense.
right? Like, wait, you're dead. Why are you dying? And then why is there a body? He turned into
Yeah.
fucking bees.
Yeah, I mean, he transcends the, universal confines. Like he's not he can appear and disappear whenever he wants. How the fuck did he die in a fire? And he was already dead
Exactly.
anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. His
Yeah, that was some
corporal.
bullshit.
And then, since we're already here, we all have to say it. She was twice baked, extra crispy.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
she was burnt the fuck up. But at least the baby lived. Ugh. That's all I
And why
care
not
about.
finish?
Well,
Why not
it
finish
was a
burning her?
I don't know.
I mean,
So
then
she could come back and go kill Trevor? I don't know.
they could
I mean, she
have. I mean,
died anyway, so yeah, I guess that's true.
when she came back though, when she killed Trevor, come on, Candyman ain't the only one getting excited. That shit was fucked up. I
Whatever.
was just like, why? Like, there's one thing with taking pleasure in killing this piece of shit because he had it fucking coming the entire fucking movie. I was so
Yeah, he
glad
did.
at the end he got his comeuppance at the very very end. You're like, yes,
I
but
was
then
over
it's
sitting there
like,
crying for her. Shut the fuck up, dude.
yeah,
You
right.
don't give a fuck.
Oh, Helen, like
And
you,
now he believes. Let me summon her.
you,
that was the dumbest whole freaking moment too. Crying over and then all of a sudden just the whole because you know what's going to happen because he's going to end up saying her name 5
Yeah.
times.
It was very
It's like,
Pet Cemetery.
right?
yeah, well, and you know, because you know at the end of Pet Cemetery exactly what's going to happen. He's sitting there pining over his lost wife and child, and oh, look, the door's opening. Surprise, surprise. It takes out the freaking jump scare from the moment.
Hey, I'd rather
Yeah,
have my husband as a zombie than not at all. I'd take it.
yeah. Well,
No, I would
I
not. I
mean,
would not.
when you get to the part where she's like fisting him with the hook,
Yeah.
and then she starts sounding like she's having a little bit too much fun with it. It's like
I think
it
you're the
drags
only
me
one that
back
feels that
out.
way.
You honestly, you got to watch it again. I
I
know
just
sometimes
watched it.
I know a cigar is just a cigar sometimes, but like the
Exactly.
pattern, continues on throughout the whole thing, and
Okay, but think about this.
Ask Monica if a cigar is just a cigar.
Think about it this way. How much exertion do you think it takes to stab somebody over and over and over? I'd be huffing and puffing like I was about to orgasm too.
yeah, but she moaned.
Oh, okay. Well,
She fucking moaned, Amanda. I mean, yes, if you're gonna get like Rob Zombie, Michael Myers, and, yeah, makes sense. But it's not like, I know that wasn't. I know that wasn't how it happened. I know that wasn't how it happened. But she's like, she even does like a little, like in the stroby fucking shit. She's got her mouth open a little bit. She does a little gaspy moan. She ain't breathing hard, man.
damn it.
But still, though, I'm just saying. And then, like, okay, was
Sorry.
anybody else like? Did anybody else think it was weird that they went in after she was burned, and then Candyman's burned body is in the like the remains of the bonfire. They grab the hook and then they
Yeah,
take it to the cemetery. Like
that was fucking
what?
weird. That
Right?
was weird for sure. Sorry, my cat is destroying me right now.
You're good.
Pearl,
She won't leave me alone. Um, is it review time or still
Yeah,
got
that
some
was
more
literally.
topics of combo?
I, I was gonna say that was literally my last one line.
Nice.
It was like
Nice.
because like the last one liner for the very last scene was this is verbatim what the actual line said or the thing said. It goes, why do they both sound like they're getting off during the killing? It's like it was a legitimate question. It was like
Some
it was a,
people do that.
and you are correct. That is true. I never thought about it like that. But
It's
they're
a
dead.
they're in prone and basic instinct.
Oh my god.
uh,
That's funny. But no, like, I mean, they're dead, though. Like, for
yeah.
real. Like, in reality, it makes perfect sense. You're 100% correct. But then, like, they're dead. It's their job. Now, if this was like a Hellraiser, like, it would make sense if it was a Hellraiser film. Those fuckers get off on that shit. It's like hand in glove. But it's not scary. It's not scary. That like because I wrote it down as a legitimate question, but like also when I wrote it down, knowing we were going to talk about this, not like if it would have been in real time, I would have been more so of a jokey haha at the moment.
Right.
I was like I was like I got to make this funny somehow because like this is a legitimate question, but like this is weird
I don't know why
because
they do
like
it like that. It is weird, but
because
it's funny.
it was like that all throughout like. Because fucking Candyman with the therapist, the fucking the parking garage scene, it was
Yeah.
like that stereotypical vampire like
Yeah.
hypnosis
I
thing.
mean, that's
Like,
what I took it as. Yeah.
yeah, I agree, but it was just kind of like on that. Yeah, the parking garage. It was kind of like, okay, I can come up with a funny little yes, daddy joke. Okay, that's fine. Like, because it's not really part of the plot. At least when I was watching it, I didn't think so anyway. And then the therapist section comes up, and I'm like, wait a minute. I was joking, guys. We weren't I was joking, guys. We don't have to extrapolate on this theory and then we get to the very end and I'm like, No, seriously, guys.
Stop it. Uh, it like uh Doctor Doctor what's his name Halloween 3. Stop it! Stop it! Stop
Yeah,
it!
yeah, right.
uh,
All right. So, Amanda, what were your thoughts as on the movie overall as a whole?
I mean, I think it's really good. I feel like it's watching it as a kid, it scared me obviously for obvious reasons, but watching it as an adult, I feel like it lags in a lot of spots, but I still, it was good. It was, a fun, scary story. It kind of sucks that it ended the way it did because you always think that the killer's going to get beat, but it was also kind of like it's just going to keep perpetuating. Somebody has to take the reins. Somebody new has to take the reins every 100 years or whatever. I don't know. Somebody new has to be Candyman. So, I mean, it's fun. It's a cool movie. I'd give it a I'd give it 3 out of 5 long burning cigarettes. They smoke so fucking much in this movie. There's so much smoking.
I'm pretty sure that Virginia Madsen had that written into her fucking contract. All right, she's like, listen. She's like, listen. I'm not fucking. I'm not gonna stop smoking during takes. All right.
Well, on that note, Chance the Rapper,
Yeah,
I'll give
I'll agree
you.
with Amanda on that. It's definitely a 3 star for sure. I mean, I okay, so like I honestly, harkening back to you guys hating all the things that I love, I really think that I have like an affinity for fucking broken things that are just not good. Cause like even while I'm watching, I think it's nostalgia for like Tony Todd and shit like that.
Yeah, that's
For
fair.
real. Cause like, that whole rest of the movie just could have been utter garbage. And Tony Todd just fucking polished that turd and was like, oh dear.
Here you go.
Yep.
But seriously, yeah, you know, you guys were like, hey, are we, when can we record this? And I was like, I gotta watch this movie. I thankfully, my roommate was like, you already bought this movie, because I was like scrolling. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I gotta buy this movie because I gotta watch it. I got a thing to do tomorrow. He's like, you already have like 2 copies of it. I was like, no, I don't. Fucking prove it. So he went through one of my locations with my massive suitcase of movies, and I
Mhm.
went and looked underneath my TV and I found it. I was like, son of a bitch. I was really hoping to be like, save me money. So like, I'm
Can't
such an
make you
asshole
mad.
because yeah, like I'm mad because I'm wrong, not because I'm saving money or anything. But no, like I was disappointed it didn't have any special features on my DVD.
Mm.
Were there any special features on the unrated version?
I don't think I
Like
watched the unrated version.
two, I believe there was like two very brief. Like it's
Like
not even
behind the
like
scenes things?
yeah, it's like not
Hmm.
even deleted scenes or anything like that. It's like each one's like 3 minutes long. I think
Hmm.
So are we doing Farewell to the Flesh next?
that's the next one
I
on
haven't
mine, isn't
even
it?
seen it.
It's the second one.
Yeah, I have not seen it. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
we don't. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. We don't
Oh,
have
I was
to.
like,
Like, we should definitely set aside a section where we do like bad sequels. And no, I'm not
mhm.
talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Like,
It's too
Or
easy.
Halloween 6.
well, I mean,
Halloween
we'd have to
6.
start. We'd have to start with 3 first before we got to 6. But
Oh hell no! There will be no shitting on Halloween 3.
but
Don't even start.
like Farewell to the Flesh, because Tony Todd did it 2 more times after the first
High, fi-
one.
high five.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong side. High five.
Oh my god.
No, he came back and did it twice. There's like a Farewell to the Flesh, and then there's one where it takes place down in Louisiana, down in like New Orleans or something
Oh
during
wow.
Mardi Gras.
And then he came back for the Jordan Peele.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot he did. Didn't he make like a cameo or whatever for it?
I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
seen the new
something
one
like
either.
that.
I only watched it the one time, and I was just like, huh? What? Huh? Wait.
What happened?
But yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I just thought it would be funny just to go over bad, just
Yeah,
blatantly knowing they're bad, and then just,
Yeah.
shitting on them.
I agree.
Therein lies the beauty of the whole Mystery Science Theater 3000 concept.
I know, right? But do we have any ideas for the next choice for the horror squad dissection?
Hmm. I have to think about it. I mean, I'm ready to do Chopping Mall whenever you guys are ready to do Chopping Mall.
I'm always ready to talk about pancake sized areolas.
We could,
Yeah,
we
I
could.
can.
Oh, so we could do a Friday the 13th since it's summertime, or we could do Sleepaway Camp if we want to do something,
Ooh,
summery.
sleepaway camp.
So those are my thoughts.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we've got,
it's.
I mean, there's literally like only one episode on the schedule for July. So we've got a couple weeks to sit down and figure out what we want to do. So
Word.
we can do that. But I'm going to literally rip off both of you and agree with the fact that this is a 3 out of 5 for me. And I'm just going to go blatantly obvious with 3 out of 5 bloody hooks.
Yep,
It's not a horrible movie. It does lag at times, but I mean, like Chancey said, Tony Todd knocks it out of the fucking ballpark
for sure.
and 100% saves the fucking movie. So definitely, if you have not seen the movie and you sat here for the last hour and 7 minutes listening to us ramble, then I highly recommend you go and see it. You won't be disappointed.
Absolutely.
Candyman.
If you're a hardcore horror fan, you won't be disappointed. If you're
No.
kind of lukewarm into it, then yeah, you might need help getting through it. But
It's a little slow in parts for sure,
yeah,
Listen,
but
if you're not in, if you're only partially into it, like scary movie wise, just call your friend that's into scary movies. They'll help you get through it.
yeah,
It's like a support. It's like a support group.
yeah. That's why we do what we do.
who you
Yeah.
gonna call? The Horror
Uh,
Squad.
us.
Yeah,
Us.
we should start a support hotline. Like, call us if you're having problems.
No,
Uh,
you don't want to call me.
yeah.
Call
Nope.
me.
Okay,
No thanks.
Blondie.
All right.
So
Well, I have to go to the bathroom, so I gotta peace out.
okay, do you want to say goodbye really quick then, and Chancey and I will wrap it up?
Yeah. This was fun, and yeah, I had fun, and I love when the horror squad gets together. Nothing new on the sip list right now. Um, we're on a break, and yeah. Why are you making directional
Oh,
points at me? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say.
at you. I'm pointing up. You're down. It's not at you. It's up. Just finish it.
Oh, okay.
Finish so you can go pee.
I see. I see. Okay. Thanks, guys. This was fun. Thanks everybody for watching, listening, and all that. Casey do the rest. Yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Deuces. Chancey, would you like to take your turn to say goodbye to the listeners and tell them where they can find you?
So Instagram and TikTok, it's the Red Eye Roundtable. On X, it's Red Eye Table, and I don't have any other social media, so that's it. Oh, Maniacal Music Musings on YouTube. I'm sorry, I was like, what am I'm forgetting something. I gotta do something. I gotta plug a thing. Right,
That,
plugged.
that's what she said.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
aha.
So, Also coming out this week, we have the second half of our double feature where Amanda and I will be discussing Short Circuit as well.
Ooh,
Next week, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of one of my all-time favorite movies, The Crow. So we will be joined by
nice.
a brand new guest for that as well. And the week after the episode, I don't know if it's going to be the week after or it'll just be the episode after that, though. We will be discussing the long-awaited Beverly Hills Cop 4, otherwise known as
Oh,
officially Beverly Hills Cop Axel F.
right.
And then the week after that, 3 Minute a Baby. So the the horror squad will be back before you know it for more horror shenanigans. We will, as soon as Amanda gets done emptying her bladder, sit down and discuss. And you can always find us on social media for updates as to what we've got coming up next. We appreciate every one of you people being here each and every week. You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are the reasons why we keep churning out great episodes each and every week. And with all of that said, we hope you guys come back for an evening at the movies. Have a good week, guys. We'll see you next week.